What's good, y'all? You Dub back here again here in 2019. Let's get it. What's left of it, anyways. Once again, it's a little bit frosty. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all are feeling it. It's not the coldest, but it's got a little chill. There's a hanging chill in the air where I'm at. But anyways, it's a few minutes before I need to head out to work because y'all know, still paying the bills. But anyways, so I was like, I can't do some of the other videos I need to do because they'll take a little bit longer. But I'm like, I got a few minutes to kill. So let's talk some pro wrestling, baby. Let's talk about it. And let's talk about this AEW. I've been hearing for months. Oh my gosh, all elite wrestling. Oh, this is so great. Oh, I can't wait for it. Oh, it's stupendous. It's just excellent. Listen, bro. Listen, y'all know I keep it all the way 1,000 with y'all. I'm a pro wrestling fan. Now, I haven't gotten to a lot of the organizations, and there's reasons as for that. Because once you see some wrestling, you see a lot. I stick mainly with WWE because, and I don't watch all segments, but I do watch, different clips that they have on YouTube and stuff for reasons. Because I'm following storylines and stuff, and you actually have some phenomenal talent on the main roster. Believe it or not, I know that's so unpopular to say, but there are some people who literally throw, and they actually have gotten better. Plus, you still have some legends like Randy Orton. You still have a Bobby Lashley on there. Roman Reigns has improved. You still got plenty of talent on the roster, right? And let's not even talk about the women's division. Just a lot of phenomenal talent. Here's the thing, man. All this AEW talk. Now, I'm all out here to say that there is a number of problems. There are a number of problems with it, right? I won't call it just bad, right? It's too early to determine. I will say that I've been waiting for another legitimate candidate for years for WWE. It needs you need competition, especially in the pro wrestling world. You need competition, all right? But there's something I have to say that. See, there's a couple things I have to say that as to why AEW is not what you think it is. I'm glad that, they were able to get a legend in Chris Jericho. Y2J, absolutely phenomenal. That is necessary if you want to be mainstream and competitive. They got a all-star caliber dude in Dean Ambrose or John Moxley as he goes by. They have some legit talent. It's, that's good. That's always good. It's entertaining, sure. If we're going for mainstream pro wrestling instead of just wrestling. I listened to what Jim Cornette had to say about it, and I mainly agree with him. You can go look at his video on his channel on YouTube. But here's the thing, bro. All right, number one, they're trying to war with WWE. That's stupid. ECW couldn't win. Extreme Championship Wrestling couldn't win with their angle. WCW, which was that dude, World Championship Wrestling, couldn't win the war when WWF was tanking at times. In the middle of the Monday Night Wars, they couldn't win. TNA, total nonstop action, they couldn't win in a war. You really think this upstart company is going to win in a war with the juggernaut that is WWE? Branding alone makes that damn near impossible. All Elite Wrestling. Look at the name, too. That's not necessarily the case. I love Chris Jericho. One of my all-time faves, if you will. One of the all-time greatest pro wrestlers. Homeboy looking flabby. Look, he's getting up there. I get that, but come on, bro. The thing about it also, entertainment. Yes, they're entertaining, but it's all over the place. The segments I watched were all over the place. I couldn't keep up. When it comes to WWE, regardless if you think the storyline, some of the storyline and writing is trash, I can at least tune in at any time. Any given Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, whenever the hell they have an event. And okay, I get the storyline. I can't get that from AEW. That's not good. You're going to have casual fans. You're going to have fans who are not going to watch every week or watch every segment. I need to know what the hell is going on. I need to be able to get pulled in. I was not pulled in. Thirdly, this is not the 90s anymore. What they tried to do is they heard so many fans say they want the Attitude Era. I keep saying this is the Attitude Era 2.0 and the WWE. A lot of people don't want to admit to the truth, but that's the reality of it. You can debate me if you want to, and I may do a video as to why in depth this is Attitude Era 2.0. But the reality is, people want to say ratings, they want to see this. Listen, bro, there was a lot of flopping in the 90s. Stop acting like the 90s was just this pure, glorious, larger-than-life era. No, you had some larger-than-life characters, but there was a lot of floppage. There was a lot of ratings down in the 90s. It was a lot of ridiculousness in the 90s that went on. Don't bring that back. And that's what AEW is doing. It's another point. It's going to a niche, however you want to say it, fringe audience. A pro wrestling fan. I'm not the most hardcore, but a pro wrestling fan like myself. Bro, I'm not into just mayhem. I need mayhem for a reason. That's why Dean Ambrose, John Moxley works. Because he's mayhem. That's his character. Also, a third point, gimmicks. Can we allow gimmicks to actually develop? And I can do in an entirely another video, and I will, because I have a lot to say about pro wrestling. But can we allow for gimmicks to develop? Like, it's kind of crazy when I watch some of the like, who is this? Why is he going at it? Kenny Omega's attacking John. Why? I don't understand what's going on. It's cool to see Cody Rhodes involved, but it's like, bro, what are y'all doing? I'm confused. Why am I confused as a viewer? Pro wrestling, part of it is supposed to be storytelling. It's supposed to be clear, concise. It's like watching. Have you ever watched a movie where you don't know what the fuck's really going on? That's what I'm watching with AEW. You can say what you want about WWE and its issues, but I know Rusev is beefing with Bobby Lashley and because of the whole marriage adultery situation. Randy Orton's always clear why he feuds. Bray Wyatt versus Seth Rollins is clear as fuck. I wasn't even in the Firefly Funhouse. But the whole Fiend angle was phenomenally done. One of the greatest gimmicks of all time. One of the greatest characters. And I could say that, and it's not recency bias. He's literally up there with Mankind and a number of Undertaker as far as the Phenom, the Dead Man, The Rock, Stone Cold, Steve Austin, you name some of these other ones. Hulkamania, HBK, you name it, right? Like, AEW almost seems like the brainchild of, we're going to try to feel something that pro wrestling fans want. Cool. But now we're actually going to try to be mainstream. You can't have it both ways. You can't try to be indie and mainstream simultaneously. The thing about NXT, what a lot of people, this is why NXT works. NXT is the indie to WWE. They work in tandem in unison. If you don't like mainstream, you got your NXT. If you're not so much in the indie, you got your WWE. I can handle some indie. Orange Cassidy. His are fun gimmick matches that work with indie. I'm not sure it's going to translate to the mainstream. You got to be a pro. Okay, and here's another thing. I'll get into another video about different types of pro wrestling fans. But understand, with somebody like Orange Cassidy, I find him fun. But understand, it took me like a couple matches to see his. I'm like, okay, I warmed up to it. You have a lot of old head, like you have a split between the old timers. Like some or the pure wrestling, they don't like it, and then some to give it. But again, that's how it's always been with pro wrestling fans. You have different types, so understand who you're going for. AEW's scattershot. They should have learned from the mistakes of the WWE. They should have learned from the mistakes of Vince McMahon. But now they got going through the growing pains. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you one organization that absolutely was phenomenal, and they're not bomb in a bad way. It was phenomenal. Lucha Underground. You've heard me swear by it. Lucha Underground. First couple segments I ever watched out of that. Boom, insta hook. I'm like, this is pro wrestling. They came with their own flavor and flair. See what I'm saying? Japan is known for it because it has its own thing. Luchadors have their own thing. That's what you need. WWE provides its own thing. When you had different stables in different regions, they had their own thing. I'll tell you what I want to see. Where is hardcore wrestling? It goes into where's my bare knuckle boxing and giving opportunities. Where is prime time hardcore wrestling? Yes, you don't have to be too much, and you can say contractually whatever. But where is hard? That's how you compete with the WWE. Give me some hardcore wrestlers. All right, having old hardcore. Why not? That's how you compete and possibly dethrone WWE. Give me hardcore. Or give me, not in hardcore doesn't mean just brutal matches. Give me people who can act, can have legitimate gimmicks that are over the top, larger than life. I don't get that from AEW. Like I said, it's still early. But right now, I'm not sold, fam. I'm not sold that it's got staying power. It's nice. It's a fad. It's not me hating. I'm just being honest. As a pro wrestling fan, I'm not that impressed. It's not terrible. It's not the worst I've ever seen. But it's not anything to write home about. I'm glad people are getting paid. That's what I'm always for. Competition helps people get paid. That's the one beautiful thing out of this. But as far as in actually competing with the WWE, bro, you can say it's a watered down version with not as much talent. That's why it's a watered down version. It's not as much talent. There's not the branding push behind it. There's not the money to back at it. The backing, excuse me. I don't want this to sound like a hate video. This is me being honest about constructively. If we're going to have a competitive with it, you can't compete with the mainstream. That's like trying to have another football league and be like the NFL, or another basketball league try to be the NBA. Why do you think and one? If you were a basketball fan, why do you think and one and street ball was? Because it was street ball. We loved and one, the and one mixtape tour, because it was fucking street ball. Um, the XFL. Hopefully, Vince McMahon learns why is arena football a thing, because it provides stuff that NFL does not provide. That's how you work in business. That's how you succeed. You bring forth a different product. I'm not seeing enough difference in AEW. That's all I have to say for right now. Unexpected Wonder, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your thoughts on the situation. Are you a fan of AEW? Are you not that impressed? Are you somewhere in the middle? Let me know. Let me know. Because, dog, I'm all, like I said, we need alternative, but can we get a legit alternative to WWE? Because right now, I'm just sticking with that because that's the best we got out there. Say what you want about it, but it is. You got the best talent. You got overall killer storylines. Of course, you have some flops, but that's just the nature of business. All right, y'all. Have a beautiful day, beautiful night. Peace.